Hey everyone, it's Mike from Lifestyle Boudoir, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to instantly change the mood of your photos in Photoshop and introduce you to finishing looks, a new system of finishing and polishing your portraits. Now, before we get into this, I told you guys on this channel a long time ago that I would not give a product or review unless I truly used it myself. Well, I use these every day, so this video is sponsored by me. So if you're like me, you've probably purchased several sets of Lightroom presets over the years, and I bet you tried them and were initially excited. But over time, you were eventually disappointed about how generic your images started to look. And I mean really, why would you want your photos to look like someone else's? This is where finishing looks come in. They are not Lightroom presets. They don't even work in Lightroom. You cannot even install them in there. This system is something new. I created a series of 15 different looks that are applied after you've finished your basic adjustments and retouching. You could almost call these looks post sets instead of presets, because they're actually applied at the end, not the beginning, hence finishing looks. Think of these more as seasonings on your meal. Maybe you'd like something more than just salt and pepper. Maybe you need some hot sauce. You add these at the end and season to taste, rather than trying to finalize your coloring or your look at the beginning, which seems counterproductive to me. In the set, there's 9 different black and white looks, 4 color looks, and 2 temperature adjusters for a total of 15 different looks. Now, unlike Lightroom presets where you just get a slider to reduce the preset effect, these are built with Photoshop adjustment layers. So each layer, each look, is infinitely variable for endless outcomes. Now you might ask, why are there 9 black and white looks? Isn't black and white just black and white? What? Bite your tongue. Black and white can have many moods, at least as many moods as color. Here, take a look at this. Now, I created these looks initially for my own use, and you know I do boudoir. But do they work in other types of portraiture? Of course they do. You can even try them on landscapes or street photography for that matter. Take this image. Yes, it's considered boudoir because of her outfit, but it's classically lit with strobes on a studio background. So just imagine her in a dress instead of lingerie. Now, let me demonstrate just how you use these. Here, take a look. So let me show you just how to use these. Start with the photo that's already pretty finished and retouched. This is a photo I took about a year ago, and this was the finished color look I did for the client. Now, let's play with some of these looks. Go to the adjustments panel. Here's all the different looks. And literally you can just hover over it and it'll show you the various different looks. Now I have a favorite for this, but let's just start at the beginning. So let's say you like Vanity Fair 1, and you can simply just one-click it and it gives you the look. And you can see it created a group called Vanity Fair 1, and then it has the various adjustment layers inside of it. Now for me, this looks really nice, except it's just a little too on the greenish side for me. I'm going to go to the photo filter adjustment layer, and literally you can double click on it and adjust it here, or you can go to your opacity slider and just drag it down to, say, I don't know, 50%. And the color's really nice. Now if I turn the whole group on and off, you can see the difference. So that's the Vanity Fair 1 look. I'm going to just throw that away. And now we'll go to This is what classic negative looks like. 70s film. But let's look at some of the black and whites. So basic black and white is nice. Crisp black and white. Soft charcoal airy. Soft charcoal moody. That's one of my favorites for this. Film noir clean. Murky. Dido. And Guess. Now I really like Guess for this as well. It's a very clean look. Let's go to Dido though, because of what I want to show you with this. Let's one click it. And you can see it looks like the highlights are completely blown out now. But what we're going to do, I'm going to double click on the black and white layer. If I play with the magenta slider, because she's got that pink robe on, I can bring some detail back into the pink robe. This also affects the lower lip. You can see how it's changing the highlight on the lower lip. I'm going to go to about there. Bring down the reds a tiny bit. And then go to the curves adjustment layer and just bring the highlights down a little bit. And we get a really gorgeous black and white. Now something I like to do with Dido is I'm going to click on the background layer, filter, noise, add noise, and you can see, let's zoom in on it a little bit more. You can see it's added some noise. Click OK. And then when I zoom in on the photo, you can see it's a nice sort of grainy black and white now. This is really beautiful. But again, Dido is not my favorite of the looks for this. So I'm going to just throw Dido away and go to Film Noir Murky. This is my favorite look for this. Give it the click. It creates the murky group. And then again, we're going to go to black and white. Bring down the magentas to put some detail in that pink robe. Bring down the reds just a little bit. This is already gorgeous, but I'm going to now go to the curves layer. Pop the highlights just a tiny bit. Maybe bring the mid-tones up a little bit. And then drop the shadows down just a touch. And this is really beautiful. Now, if you want the blacks blacker, just go to the exposure layer and just return the gamma to 1. And the blacks are now darker. This is a really beautiful finished black and white. Now, if you're ready to print it, you like it, it's all done, just go layer, flatten, and send it to print. And it's as simple as that. Now, of course, I'm going to go back to the beginning on this. And literally, you can do that with any of these various looks. Now, if you want to get these looks for a limited time, I'm offering them for just $19.95. There's no special code, no hoops to jump through. Literally, just go to the link, purchase the set, and download them. Installing them takes just seconds, and along with this set of 15 looks, you also get 4 instructional videos that, in the most ridiculously simple way, will walk you through how to use them. This $19.95 price will not last, and in the next few weeks, they will go to their final real price of $39. So why not get them now for half the price? You are going to love these. Well, that's what I have for you today. I hope you found it helpful, and until the next time, take care.